Yeah, I think we're... Sorry, my throat's sore. We're back at the harbour. Um, I can't remember what we finished off with. I think we obviously came back here and dropped some stuff off.
Happy anniversary.
But I can't remember what we did. I've updated the mod. The game's updated as well, so apparently they've sorted out a lot of the stuttering problem. So hopefully it should play a lot smoother.
Happy
Mr.
anniversary.
Jones, thank you for 2 years. Happy anniversary. The Modesire, welcome back. Maxwell, thanks for 54. Coffin Dodger 13. Josh the Tech 58. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. Silent stream, dude. I'm
Happy anniversary.
I'm gonna stream until I can't, basically, until my voice just goes nope. Most of the pain is actually underneath my tongue. That seems to be where the infection is, but it's also affecting my throat.
Happy anniversary.
But I've got my strepsils, and I've had painkillers. I've got strepsils, Vingman. Um, I've got whole soothers as well. You know, with these strepsil things, you're only supposed to have like one every
Happy
4 hours or something.
anniversary. Nutter.
You've had similar, dude. It's not fun at all. I was eating this morning, and oh my god, it's painful eating. Max the Nav, thank you for 20 months.
Nutter.
Did you speak to the doctor? Yes, I had a video conference call with the doctor. So he phoned me at 20 past 4, which was in between the first and second stream. So that was good timing. And he put me on a video conference call, and I showed him my throat and stuff with the phone camera. And he basically said, right, I'm going to send you, so they basically email a prescription to like your local chemist, your nominated chemist. And then Mrs. Squirrel just went down there and queued up. Obviously, socially distanced queues of 8 people basically stretches down the road. So she went down there and got my prescription. I started taking it last night. But yeah, it's bad this morning. It's really bad. I'm hoping the medicine will... I've put an alarm on my phone. I have to take the medicine again at like 2 p.m. I think. It's 4 times a day, I think it is. Let's see what we've got over here. We've got a couple of DE6s, a couple of DE2s. I think it's reset stuff, to be fair, because I'm fairly confident that I left the DE6 here and serviced it. So I kind of feel like... Oops. Unless, maybe, I left a DE6 over here. It is possible that we did a drop and then left a DE6 lying around somewhere. Maybe not. It would have either been in this yard or down at the docks, possibly. I don't, Fat Man, honestly, it's ridiculous. Like, as if people don't get sore throats and stuff. Like, is it Corona? No, it's not Corona. My God. Corona's completely different. Did we leave anything in here? No, I think it's reset. I know there's been a couple of updates. It looks like it's reset some stuff to me. Map shows... No, the map never shows locomotive locations, annoyingly. It does seem to be a lot smoother, though, like teleporting around. Like the recent release said that they've virtually eliminated stuttering and just teleporting around. It's not done the type thing. Yeah, I hope so, Martin, because it is painful, mate. Being ill while working's a real pain. I agree. Like, phoning your boss and saying I've got a sore throat, I can't come in today, and they just laugh at you. But when your job is literally talking, it's a bit of a different thing. It's like being a bricklayer and phoning in saying I've got a really bad back. I can't work today, and then laughing at you. Yeah, we'll see if it stutters on the train. Just thinking about what I want to do here. Let's see. Com station. was thinking about trying to get like a super long. I was thinking of doing like a multiple drop super long haul. So not really worrying about the bonus so much, but just trying to build a massive consist and seeing what we can do with 2d6s. Maybe like take a bunch of stuff to one location, like, I don't know, steel mill, or and then dropping off and picking some more stuff up there and then hauling it onward. Something like that. Just doing like a multi-drop long haul. Trying to think where we'd want to head. This line here, I kind of feel like it's not used very much. I guess if you go to the food factory, maybe city southwest of food, but mostly seems to come this way. They rated a D6 for higher weight too. Oh wow, what can the D6 do now then? It's a shunting job, don't care about that. Have you been to your house, Venkman? What do you mean? Unload and store a train with cat food and meat products. Hilarious. Pedigree chum. Load and prepare a train with ammonia, cryohydrogen, and sodium hydroxide. Blimey. I'm gonna keep that to one side. That might be something we do for giggles. You think it was 1,600 tons? Yeah. So what? If you've got two D6s, right? What can you haul? Unload and store. Don't care about that. City Southwest. Let's try and make some sense of this. Uh, 3,000 tons should be a safe number. What, for two D6s? Blimey. That's a lot. Food factory, machine factory. Food factory is here. Machine factory is here. So City Southwest and machine are compatible. Like they're on the same journey. House on the line, Venkman. I don't know, mate. Goods factory is kind of here. Oh, that's quite a big one. 490 tons. It might have to take that one. It's here. Harry bro, please don't tell me what to play, thank you. Unload and store. Nope. Steel mill. Hang on. Steel mill is en route to the goods factory. See, I don't want to do the classic straight through steel mill to goods. Like, that is such a common line. I don't want to do that again. Oil well central. Well, north was central. Interesting. Ah. Not actually done a drop there yet. I suppose if we did city southwest and machine, that would work. Keep that over here. Yeah, exactly. There's common places that you go to because all the biggest and best jobs all go to the same major towns and places, right? That's what seems to happen a lot. That's empty cars, which increases our length, but not our weight. But the length can be fun. Ooh, I like the look of this. I like the look of that.
Happy anniversary.
490 tons and a quarter of a kilometre long to the steel mill, which is here. possibly... the problem with the steel mill is if you're coming out of here, you're going in that way, you kind of need to carry on that way. There's not a great deal. Difference between logistic and freight hauls. So logistics about moving the cars around as well. So the problem with these logistic hauls is they may involve moving the cars around, and it could well be that these are not all in one package right now, and we have to assemble them, or when we get there, we may have to sort of do something else with it. If you put it in the job validator, it actually tells you what it does. There you go. Couple the cars at the station and track. Haul train to the following location. Uncouple of following cars. Okay, I don't know. Seems like a fairly simple job after all. Food factory. Found a lot of them just mean you're going from storage to storage. Yeah. It's down to the fact they don't really involve freight as such. There's nothing in them. You're just moving. But the problem with these kind of tankers is that they really only travel one way when they're full. Like, they go from the liquid source to the destination, unload, and then they come back empty. Like, you can't really put anything else in them. You know, you can't haul a tanker full of oil and then on the way back put milk in it. It doesn't work that way. So you have to just bring them back empty. And that's the logistic. Would you call Derail a train sim or a logistics sim? I think I would call it a train sim because it's about operating trains. The logistics side is a means to an end. It's not about managing your logistics or anything like that. I'd consider that to be a logistics sim. I would say it's a train sim. It's about being a train driver mostly. Do you fly model aircraft? No. I fly real aircraft, but not model aircraft. Logistics aren't persistent either. True. You're gonna do it, don't forget to cancel it. How do we cancel it? I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. Hang on, I haven't decided. Too busy talking. Food factory deliver nitrogen to the food factory in town. Nice. Well, the machine factory doesn't really have any super heavy stuff to do. City Southwest. Deliver Neo Gamma apparel and footwear. Electronics. So that's like 500 tons. That's pretty good, that one. I guess what we could do, right, is we could take a haul to the steel mill, drop the steel mill stuff off, and then kind of reverse back out again and go City Southwest Machine Factory. And we could even carry on to the food factory if we're feeling really, really, really brave. It depends how they add up. But the steel mill alone, argon, like there's over, what, 500-600 tons of argon right there. So as long as we leave that on the end of the consist, then that can be dropped off and disconnected, and hopefully we can go back through the steel mill on an empty line. And then, oh, my throat. Have we got anything for farm? We had oil well central somewhere. There. So that's just some empty cars, a bit meh. But you can have like that next. And then, after the city,
Happy anniversary.
you could pick up some machine factory stuff. But maybe when you get to city, maybe when we get to City Southwest, which should be this one. And possibly that one. Maybe when we drop them off, we try and pick something else up. A map tour, basically, yeah. Chimera UK, thank you for 16 months. Eurovich, thank you for almost 4 years. Max and Nav, happy to be back on the stream today. Sorry to hear about your throat, thank you. So am I. Yeah, I reckon we've got something here. So that's 120, let's say 220, 260, 360, 460, 550 or so, 1,000, 1,100-ish, 1,200-ish, 1,350, 1,850. There's about 1,800 tons there, I think. And that would take us on a journey from the harbour town to the steel mill, drop, reverse, Oil Central, drop, carry on, City Southwest, drop, try and pick something else up, then Machine Factory, drop, maybe pick something else up, maybe from City to Food Factory, I don't know. Could be interesting. It's going to get pretty complicated, though. I don't even know if we can pick up this many jobs at once. Does anybody know? You can even throw that in, though, if we're going up to the Food Factory. We've gone the long way. Logistical call could cause some problems along the way. What, this one? Yeah, that's true. Let's ditch that one. Forget those. Which is the one that I started? Need to cancel. Was it this one? Reprint active jobs. There we go. That's a nice feature. In progress. How do you cancel it?
Happy anniversary.
Went to Horizon 5, nice. How do I cancel this job? All empty cars to the Food Factory. We could take it, I guess. Antita, thank you for 18 months. Well, we could take that with us. Even take that with us as well. There you go. This is going to be very, very interesting. A very complex job. So I think that's our train right there. So first stop is the steel mill. Then we go City Southwest. Then we carry on to the Machine Factory. Then we go to the Food Factory. If we happen to see something en route that goes to Machine or Food, we can take it. We're not going to the Goods Factory. The Goods Factory is like here. We're always going there. We're not going here. We're going to go Steel, City Southwest, Machine, and up to Food. And that is a tricky run. Heck, I don't even know if we're going to make it. What, you mean after the Food Factory? Nah. We don't need... We'll get stuff on the way. There's bound to be something here that goes there. There's bound to be. So first thing we need to do is... Do you know what? I might actually get my notebook out. This is how serious this has got. I'm going to get my notebook out and make a note of these numbers here so I don't have to keep looking through endless amounts of stuff. HBFH 12 and 76. That's going to steel. So that's our first drop. Not the notebook. Guys, he's got the notebook. HB for harbour. FH freight. And then number 60 and 79. And that's going to City Southwest. Then we've got HB FH 84, 29 and 13. And they're going to the machine factory. The biggest problem is going to come when we get to the destination, like trying to drop these in the right place. That's going to be the big problem. And then we've got HB, LH, 95 and 16, and they're going to go to food factory. Okay, we got this. Coops, thanks for 20 months. This one has to be on the end. Should have also taken notes on what. Well, the weight. I think it's the weight's fine. I think we added it up to about 2,000 tons, maybe. I can't remember. Okay, that's let's put that in position 5. See, I don't think our inventory is going to cope with this, if I'm honest. But we'll see. Let's go into position 7. Eight. 9. Oh, there's no way this is going to work. How big does this inventory get? It's in position 0. This one's on the go already, isn't it? Yeah. And this one's already on the go. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Put shunters in between the different loads. That's gonna be tricky to do though, isn't it? Like, at what point do we put the shunters? In between which set of jobs? Look at all those jobs. Hey, Mr. Wheezy. Stick one at the back. That's the worst idea. I see. If we put one at the front and one at the back, then when we go to drop something off, we can always use the rear engine to pull that section away, dump it where we want, and then reconnect. So maybe one at the end might not be so crazy after all. We put one D6 at the front and one D6 at the back. I have 2 D6s here. We just check that. We've got 2 D6s right here, look. One, the rear one can just take the back load off. Exactly. So it can act as the mini shunter, as it were. You're going to get death standing on PC. Right, what's the numbers on these trains? Who's going to be 75? Jason B, thank you for 41 months. And 3. Right, we'll put 003 at the front. Sounds like a bond. Glad you're feeling better. Well, I'm not really. My head is in a better place. My throat is in a worse place. That's where I'm at right now. Ah. Pressed the wrong button. Okay. Let's get this on, power it up. Just re-familiarizing myself with the controls. I don't remember if map 1, 2, and 3. Just wondering, I thought I mapped to Keith. That was it. That was it. Don't drop the remote. Dude, you know I'm gonna drop the remote. Bing guy, welcome back. I thought it was on. Oh, rip. That's a lot of damage. Oh my god. Tell you what, I'm strong. Oh wow, I thought it was already on. I think I broke the train, guys. How did I smash the windows by doing that? That's interesting. That's gonna be expensive. Holy smokes. Oh, that is gonna be an expensive mistake right there. Well, I hope it still starts. Hang on, we have to get it fixed now. Yeah, for some reason I thought it had easily enough momentum to already be on the, Oh man, okay. Mistakes were made. There we go, I think we're set up. I reckon that's gonna cost a lot of money. That's probably like most of my money gone right now. It's kind of weird though, the fact that you have the power to push that turntable and smash windows. It's kind of weird. Right, let's see. Wheels. The engine? Apparently I broke the engine. I did $2.5 grand damage to the engine. $100 to the wheels. Splash of oil. Might as well give it a top up. Oh, where's the wallet been punted to? Is that fixed now? I don't think that's fixed. The wheels are still... The windows are smashed out. Oh, that's on 0. It's on 0. Oh my god. Holy smoke, that's a lot of money. 100 grand. That was an expensive mistake. That wasn't a very expensive mistake. Read it and weep. 100 grand's worth of turntable damage. Oh. Can be. That was a bit of a... Yeah, okay. Moving on. Tried to be clever. And look what happened. I'm like, oh, while it's on the thing, I'll just move it a turntable around without using the brakes. Didn't think about the fact that the back of the loco wasn't actually on the bridge, on the turntable at that point. Definitely the most expensive repair bill I've had in this game so far. Engine number 2, please. Actually, we could probably... Let's run with one engine for now and get most of the consist ready, and then we'll use the second engine to maneuver it. That's what we'll do. Otherwise, we're just going to be running 2 engines for no reason. We'll make the money back, Aurora. It'll all be good. I'm not going to blow the whole train. We'll be fine. Right, you should probably figure out where we're going. So the ones we want closest to the front loco are this stuff here. Number 16 and I'll just change between $95, 16. They're the two we want close to the logo. Couple at C1S. C1S and G2S. Wow. Could you be any further away? That's new. I haven't seen that before. C and G. Okay. For some reason it's put my locomotive remote in the wrong place again. Oh, I really wish you could pin stuff in this game. Alright, that should bring us round to C. C1S should be the one on the left as we go into it. There's 1S. That should have either 85 or 16 on the number. 16? Disconnected. So we just want the front stuff. The DVHR is the dangerous, volatile type stuff. Chemicals, that kind of thing. Liquid nitrogen, diesel. Environmental disaster stuff, basically. It certainly appears like they've really fixed the stuttering a lot. Like it's running a lot smoother. So after this, we want to connect this, pull forward, and then reverse back towards G and go and find the stuff for G. And that's going to be 16. There's been a couple of updates sneaking in, but the last one fixed the stuttering problems. Fake advertising. Nothing fake about that. I was pressing the wrong key for the break. AWB, welcome back, sir. Buddha, thank you for 9 months. So we want to head out left here. Then get to this point. And then move along to the next one. I think we need to go to G. And we're in C at the moment. I mean, coming along here, then hanging a right. Then hanging a left, think into G. No. Yes. This should be G. G2S. Coming in from the east, 2S is on the right. Nope, 7S. 2S is here. Okay. I should be set up. What we're doing today, building a ridiculously big consist and seeing if we can move it. These remote controls are so good. You can use the period for uncouple, slash for couple button. Okay. A quote and semicolon for station. No. Well, quote does that for me. Brings down the console. Last time I watched you haul tankers to the harbour, they blew up. I'm not saying it won't happen. I've already spent 100 grand destroying a locomotive this morning. So, you know. It's on the cards, really. I tell you what, though, when we finish shunting all this around, it might be useful to take the loco for a refuel. I think controlling this train is going to be very, very tricky. The sheer amount of momentum that needs to be handled. Like, if you overbrake it on a hill, just trying to get it started again could be very tricky. I've been following since 2014. Nice. How can I find the officers in each yard for the jobs? That's where I'm stuck. So it normally tells you where stuff is. So the little house symbol there and the house symbol here, that's the military station. That's the normal station, and that's just outside of D. So if you went for D, crane loading yard, it says just to the northwest of D. It kind of tells you where they are on the map. Commander Orana, Paul, how are we all doing? I have a very painful mouth right now. Going on the road and a road trip in Norway tomorrow. Hope you and the family will have a great summer. Dude, enjoy your road trip. Say hello to White and White there. Road trip in Norway sounds awesome. I have a co-pay insurance, Fat Man, but because I have big licenses now, the insurance really doesn't cover very much. That is 95. And the back is also 95. So that's number 95 done. The next one, that's them two. Next one is these things here. Oh, you scumbag. You scumbag game. I hate the way this works so much. $84. So, couple E10. Couple of E10. I'm glad I wrote this down. And E50. Okay, so the next three are all coming from E. We are in G. So the next lot's coming from here. So if we pull forward again, go back this way, get the back of the train to here, then set that point to take us towards E, and then basically collect all three. Pull back out, And I think at that point we might have to start using the second loco to shunt things around. Because there'll be a lot of weight there for one. It's already getting pretty big. Headaches. Yeah, my head feels pretty good today, actually. Just my my mouth and throat are really painful. No, I have an infection under my tongue. Like, the underside of my tongue and my saliva gland area got an infection. And it's affecting the back of my throat as well. Because when you get an infection in your mouth, it tends to sort of spread around a bit. And it's really painful. What about the one on 7S? What do you mean? Should be E1, E10, and E5. It does hurt a lot. It does, like, eating and drinking's painful. I pretty much can't drink hot tea now. It's just too painful. I've no idea what it's called me. I had a video conference call with the doctor yesterday, and he's given me medicine for it. I didn't neglect it. No, I've been gargling salt water and TCP, and it's not gone away. So I've had to get some stuff for it. No problem, Barahana. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of cars in this train. A lot. Okay, let's have a quick sniff down here. Sneaky Ninja, hope your mouth gets better soon. So do I, dude. I really do. But thank you. So, E10. 10 and 5. We'll do one last, because it's the biggest. We'll do 5, then 10. We'll do 5. We'll do 10, then 5, then 1. Is what we'll do. So we're coming in from the west, which is the bottom. So 10 should be on the right. Should be that one. Taking a lot of jobs, Moon. We're going to go for like a monster run. I've never done it before. I've no idea if it's even possible. So that should be... FH13. And at the back is FH13, so it's all good. I'm sure you put the junction for E9, not 10. Might well have a look now. No, it looks correct to me. Got all licenses, what's more to the game? I just enjoy it. I mean, I get that it's objective driven at the start because you're trying to get your licenses, but have you been all around the map? What's the heaviest load you've taken? What's the longest load you've taken? Those are the things to do. Wow, look at those cars. How dare you have fun? Whoa. Okay. Next, I think, is this one, which is 5. Five is 29. That's correct. 29. Bought a Stream Deck today, Brew Hits. Dude, they are very good. They're not cheap, but they're really good. So versatile. Anything that you can program and customize the way that you can use that will always have a use on your PC. It's gonna take a while to assemble this thing. I use the Stream Deck medium and the large ones. I use large ones on the rig and the medium at the desk. You change the image, Samanji. It's each button is like an OLED display, and you can change the icon graphic to whatever you like. And if you set it as a button, it'll have like one graphic. If you set it as a toggle, you can give it 2 images. So you can have like an on and off type button, which changes color when you press it. Yes, it is, Matt, which is why I said after this, I'll use the other locomotive to assemble the rest of the train. Solid Pigeon, thanks for 5 months. You wish it was possible to copy-paste multiple buttons on the Stream Deck if you need to move a section of button. Yeah, I don't think... You might be able to drop down... If you have a look at the files it's using, it might be either XML or like an INI file. If it's plain text, then you could, in theory, like OBS profiles are all just plain text, and you can copy entire section. I've not looked myself, but you could have a look to see whether that's the case. If they're using a text format, it's easy. But yeah, I agree, it should be... Have you tried just copying and pasting a folder? I take it doesn't copy the content. Folder works, but not... Why? Not inside the folder. That's scumbaggery. And then the next should be 84 in position 1, 84, 84. How many cars? Way too many. How many jobs? It will consist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 jobs in total. And then somehow we're going to haul this out of the harbour. Lol. For science. But don't worry, we've done a bit of planning. And I have a notepad. You know it's getting serious when you get a notepad out. Where's it all going? Well, some of it's going to the steel mill, some of it's going to the city southwest, some of it's going to the machine factory, and some of it's going to the food factory. Which is why we are assembling it in delivery order right now. Hopefully. This stuff here should be going to the machine factory.
Aye, aye, aye.
I think. It'll be an interesting weekend doing a PC rebuild. With the new 10 Gen i7 32GB, new motherboard, new Corsair case, top of that. Just attempted to refit an engine on the Jag Mark II, which didn't go in just yet. Hit it with a hammer. It'll fit. You decided to go i7 then. No Ryzen for you. Right, let's switch this. You nearly screamed trying to fit the AMD's stock cooler. What? Who uses a stock cooler? Oh my god. I would never use a stock cooler, like, ever. I just get an all-in-one, it's easy. I don't know, Seth Jago. Using a stock cooler because you don't plan on overclocking. That doesn't make any difference. Overclocking has nothing to do with it. It's all to do with the fact that stock coolers are usually not as good as, like, ones that you can buy that keep the machine much cooler and run quieter. Like, they give you a cheap stock fan and a radiator. That's it. Just to get you going. Your HOTAS works with this game. If you were going to use the stock radiator, I'd probably take the fans off it and put noctual fans on it. At the very least. Okay. That's that one, that one, that one. So we've just got the other half of the concepts, which I'm going to use the other loco for. So I'm going to have to punt this out the way now. So what we'll do is we'll take this and switch that. We'll take this and part the back end here, just so that we can get the other locomotive out. Can't install RAM in the first slot. What, because of the cooler? Wait, are these bushes new? I don't remember these bushes being here. I definitely do not remember bushes being here. Was that in the changelog? Added bushes to the track? I don't remember that. Well, refueling this one could be interesting, Fat Man. I have no plans to play F1 2020 now. I have to kind of pick and choose games to spend time with these days, and F1 2020 is... I don't have the time for that. Dave. There you go, Dave. You can't call a guy that combs his beard. You can't call that guy scruffy. A legit beard comb. Oh yeah, these are amazing. I thought on Amazon. It says Rocky Mountain Barber Company. They're made out of, is it like cedar wood or something? It says on it Rocky Mountain Barber Company. It smells legit. Yeah, the game is definitely running better. Definitely. Sandalwood, that's it. It smells so nice, honestly. Scrap mechanic. I'll probably go back at some point when they fix all the multiplayer desync latency issues and frame rate drops I get. Oh, and when my game stops crashing. See, that, as that gets along there, it's going to start to rise. So, like, the front of the train is going to be on a bit of an incline. Lol, Dave. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you very much for gifting a sub to Samangi. Welcome back, Samangi. Luke Pryor, thank you for almost 4 years. Probably not JTB. We'll be fine. It's going to be tricky refueling. It's only a bit of shunting work anyway. Hold, Dave. This is only half the job so far, Joseph. We need to assemble the other half now. This is probably all going to end in tears, by the way. After I've assembled it, I might save it, just so that we've got the whole job. Yeah, it's slowing down, look. Gravity. Gravity's doing its thing. Anywhere around here should do. Okay, so that's part one. What's going on with all this? Fix your polygons, bro. What's going on? What's all that? Is this new? Right. Okay, so that's part 1. Let's do part 2 now. Part 2 is where we break another locomotive. Then. Just left the harbour boundary, all your jobs will now be expired. Please tell me I've not just wasted the last hour of my life, Baz. Oh, I don't want the remote. It says it's in progress, Baz. And that's the one nearest to the front of the train, I think. So I think it's okay. If the jobs are validated, they will never expire. Well, that's good. Baz, you're wrong. Apparently. Okay. Fake news, Baz, fake news. Okay, well, that's cruising over here. We need to work out. So we've got 69 and 70 to deal with. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be... Oh, God. For the love of God. Please let me pin some things to this taskbar. It might work well in VR, but when you're not in VR, it's so annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Right, 79 comes from D30. Comes from E. Not liking this. So one from D, one from E. Another one from E. Not so bad. And another one from E. Alright, that's not too bad. So, 2, 3, 4. We'll start with that one. Comes in from D, which is number 79. That comes from D3. We'll do that first and the rest are from E. And the D yard. Okay, so we are about here, and we need to go to D, and then pull that out of there, and then actually no, because we want the locomotive to be at the back this time. Yeah, I don't care, Dave. So we want the locomotive to be at the back of the consist, so this is going to be interesting, because what we're going to have to do is grab D, and then effectively drive it through E with the locomotive at that end, which is difficult because we can't. So we're going to have to basically then drive it round to C, and then reverse it back out that way, in order to then go forward through E. It's a bit of a pain. Well, we can't easily loop through G, can we? Because when we come out of D with the loco at the front, unless there's enough room, we can't get the loco first that way. How can you do that, DK? Unless you mean we basically pull it out and then effectively take the locomotive around the back of it. Is that what you mean? Oh, you think there's enough room to get at the back of D? Well, if we can do that, then yeah, that'll work.